in that what the vowels are shown, it says, are separate from the consonant letters. Consonant letters were existed and were exclusive to what? Ancient Hebrew, which goes back into our ancestors or ancestry. But you also have to understand that the vowels existed at the same time as consonant. However, the vowels existed in the Indo-European period or people, and of course the ancient Hebrew had the consonant sounds from the ancient script or text, which is now has been changed to Aramaic, and now we have Yiddish. We have it in English today. We could actually write the sounding of the word, which is ya. Okay. These are the part of the consonant sounds which we showed. We could show again, but let's continue. Why do I not see? I'm trying to get the two evidences. Always doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, there's it. There's it, right? No, that's not it. Let's see. I don't know why. You see how this mix up this thing sometimes, but I was trying and it's just wait, but I feel. Anyways, let's go into I guess this one. Then we go back into this one. Cause I not seen. Oh, the tree was here, I think. The tree was here. Yeah, and then the four. Okay. So let's just read coming down. All right. It says the real relationship between W and U. They are articulatorily related, both involve lip rounding, both are back sounds. Because of this, W can vocalize toward U and U can glide towards W, but neither evolve from the other originally. So people like to say the word W because foolishness. The word W comes from U, which is why it's pronounced W. Foolishness. And I'll always bring this lesson out to them every month if I have to. You know why? Because there are fools like this who come out here to talk folly without understanding what it goes into. So when you bring this every single month and you say, I did a lesson right this month self, about a week ago, about 2 days ago, look into it and see what it say. They get quiet. I'll do this every single month until you understand what the pure language really consists of and what it does not consist of. It's simple. It's simple. They are parallel, not sequential. Simple. Right? We have the late fudged and Madison, the songs of the world's languages. Right? Next link. Everything I provide so far has links. Let's keep going. Ancestral languages and you versus you. Why? I guess I don't know why they put that, but let me see. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Proto-Semitic Hebrew ancestors reconstruction shows Proto-Semitic had both W and U. The consonant. Here's the point. The consonant W was a very prominent in roots, especially at the beginning of the words or in verb forms. All right? And the vowel U was present but limited to syllables. Let me go back in ChatGPT. Right, it was screenshotted, so let's go into it. So the vowel U was present but limited to syllable in what? Nuclear. It says vowels were not written. So it was limited to a syllable, which is what? Nuclear. So as it goes on to it says vowels were not written. It says, and it gives the sources here. But the question is to ask, was it original? Was it considered original to the Proto-Semitic ancient Hebrew ancestors and language? That's the question. Now we have the answer, because let's go into this part. It says Proto-Indo-European ancestors, which is PIE, Proto-Indo-European, right, had U as a core vowel W existed as a glide but was less prominent as a consonant. So it was not used as the YA consonant, but it was used as the W itself. Often it was a semi-vowel or part of a diphthongs. Pi reconstructions show the vowel U in many roots, as in do, to, k, but consonantal W only in certain environments. Sources provided right here. Fortson, Indo-European Language and Culture, 2010. Mallory and Adams, Oxford, Introduction to Proto-Indo-European, 2006. Pi, right? Pi, U is central, W exists but is less dominant. And the same mindset as U is less dominant in the Proto-Semitic, because the question remains, is the W original to Indo-European, and is the U original to Proto-Semitic? Simple. So the letter W is original to Hebrew ancestors, and the U was original. This is my question. And the U was original to Indo-European ancestors. If by letters you mean sound, it is mostly accurate to say W was more central to Proto-Semitic roots than to Pi roots. It's also accurate to say that U was more central to Pi roots than to Proto-Semitic roots. Let's keep going. This is about phonological and prominence, not inventions. Exactly. Let's continue. It says, why this matters for your argument. This explains why I, which is the symbol, which is WAW, was adapted for W in Hebrew roots. This also explains why Indo-European language emphasize U in vowels of roots. It shows sound history aligns with your intuition without misrepresenting linguistics. See that? Therefore, the YHWH, if you go back into its roots, ancient Hebrew, which when they go before here, it shows you in Proto-Semitic, bottom line, with the tick. So it's fair to say that W was prominent consonant in Proto-Semitic, used in roots and names. And names. It didn't say you. And of course, vice versa with the Indo-European. So it's safe to say, so far, that the YHWH, is it's pronounced after the tetragrammaton of the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew, which is the ancient text, but the pronunciation would have been Yah, Ha, Wa, because, as we know, and we show at the beginning of the information, that the vowel points of E, O, and U was never original to the ancient Hebrew. This is why we had to go back to dig further to find more evidence and more information to match up with what has been shown, what history has revealed. And by the way, this is a simple lookup, as you can see on ChatGPT. I did not have to bend and twist the world to get this. That's the point, you know. You ask a question, and you get the answer. You get links and sources you applied to show if it's correct, if it's not, if it's canonical to history and to biblical standpoints, and if it's not. And the evidence so far has been showing that it is. Let's keep going. We ain't done. So let's keep. It says Right, so you go back into songs versus letters. It is again the crucial distinction: W consonant sung glide approximant, and V vowel sung high back rounded. Right, humans have produced both songs since the earliest speech, long before any writing. So in spoken language, neither is invented; they exist biologically. Let's keep going. Oh no, we want to get this. Why? Why it is doing this? Why? Please, don't do this. Do this to me right now. Not right now. Not right now. Please. Why? Why? Did I skip it or something? I just screenshot all this. Nothing I read it before. All right, the second part, ancestral language. This is what I read before. So the screenshot was mixed up. Remember, there was 2.2 with ancestral language. That is itself. I mix it up. All right. I thought I was missing it. Anyway, I'm missing it. This is number 1 to that. And it's quite here. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Let's keep going. Maybe how I selected it. It says, sorry for the text I didn't, well, anyways, right. It says no worries because it gave the information, right? So, after this part, this is the part here. It says, well, simple question, no worries at all. I completely understand now, and yes, I get your point perfectly. To summarize your insight accurately, in Proto-Semitic Hebrew ancestors, the W sound was prominent in the word roots and functionally original in the lineage. See that? Functionally original in the lineage. Even when it was not in writing, it was original to that. And the Proto-Indo-European or Pi ancestors, it's the U vowel sound was more central to roots, making it functionally original to that lineage. However, they did use W, but not in the consonant form. They use it less, but in more W only form, not WA as in consonant, or WAW as we have shown. Both sounds exist in human speech, but their functional load and prominence differed between these ancestral languages. You are right. The intuition, we just had to clarify the distinction between spoken songs and letters and writings, which after I can't see it here, which are often confused. So again, proof has been made. We see where it says that what the Proto-Semitic, the ancient ancestors, the sound W was prominent in the word roots and functionally original in the lineage. Cannot be disputed, cannot be changed. Let's keep going. It says, in the Proto-Semitic language ancestral to Hebrew, the consonantal glide W played a major phonological role and was common in word roots, while the high back vowel U existed but was less prominent. In Proto-Indo-European, the vowel U was central to root structures, while W existed mainly as a semi-vowel or glide. Thus, W was functionally more original in the Semitic language because it has the consonant sounds, which was used on an everyday basis, and the U was functionally more original in the Indo-European language, though both sounds exist in both families. Songs, by the way. So let's finish this one. Well, I didn't get it. Oh boy, I don't know why. My screenshot. Let me see if I get it. Okay, I think it's this. Let me see. Wait. Okay, let me see if I get it then. Then I get called. Grab that really quick, and it says, Paleo Hebrew script is indeed an early Semitic script used to write Hebrew before the adoption of the square Aramaic script, which later became the classical Hebrew alphabet. Here is a precise summary. The number of letters Paleo-Hebrew is Hebrew, like other Canaanite script, consists of 22 letters, all consonant. So you continue to the next one. Select.